listen up. I'm probably gonna struggle with this because I'm trying to do this the nicest way possible. And I'm mostly talking to my group. Stop the complaining. Stop the complaining. Stop the crying. When you out here on this field, you doing it for that name on the front and on the back. What you complaining for? When I told y'all when I step on this field, I say, where would you rather be? Where else would you rather be right now? Nowhere. Stop complaining about it. And what I always say, if you don't like something, do what? Do something about it. If you don't like something, do something about it. That goes for each and every one of us. But you gotta learn how to do it within the rules and protect your teammates. Because we need each other. As much as y'all want to battle, we need them just like they need us. But I'm tired of the complaining. I'm tired of it. We've been complaining since we stepped on campus. It's hot. The room too small. The food nasty. Stop complaining. I come from nothing. I worked to get everything I got. Stop complaining. Because guess what? If you don't like something, do something about it. And if you ain't gonna do nothing about it, shut up and play the next play. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Same page?
Same page.
Same page?
Same page.
Same page?
Same page.
What's good? Day 3 in the books. You see my dogs. Day 3 going crazy right now. They going to work that. Had the music on the bus. Vibes up right now. Get ready for season. Get trapped.
Good morning. Day 3 of Colorado Fall Camp is officially in the books. And I think we're reaching the point where you can start separating what matters from what simply looks good on social media. Everybody loves highlights. Everybody loves those one-handed catches. Everybody loves clips that go viral. But championships, and yes, conference championships, aren't built on highlights. They're built on habits. And that's exactly what I've watched Coach Prime build over the last several days. Yesterday just wasn't another day of practice. It was another lesson in culture. Last night, the entire football program traveled over to the United States Air Force Academy. Players, coaches, support staff, everybody. Now you ask, what does that have to do with beating Georgia Tech? Everything. Because football is about discipline. It's about sacrifice. It's about accountability. And if you want young men to understand those values, there may not be a better place in America than the Air Force Academy. Watching Colorado's players interact with those cadets, watching the respect, watching the conversations, those are moments cameras can't fully capture. Coach Prime has said from day one that he's not just trying to build football players, he's trying to build men. That's what last night was about. But he also understands balance, y'all. After the visit, Coach Prime took the entire organization to a private advanced screening of a movie that hadn't been released yet. Think about that. 1 minute, you're talking about service, discipline, and sacrifice. The next minute, you're laughing together at the movies. That's culture, that's chemistry, that's team building. Those things don't show up in the box score, but they absolutely show up in November. Now let's talk some football. The running back room, goodness gracious. Every day somebody flashes. Every day somebody finishes runs. Every day somebody brings that juice. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The running back room has a chance to become one of the biggest strengths of this football team. Now let's move outside. Earlier this week, we had recently retired Coach Jason Phillips join us on TMR Live. When Coach Jason Phillips talks about wide receivers, you have to listen. This is a man who's coached NFL talent. He's developed elite receivers. He's been around some outstanding football players. So when he says, and I quote, "This is the most talented wide receiver room I've ever coached," that isn't fan talk. That's evaluation.
Probably that room was probably the best group of receivers that I've ever had an opportunity to coach in
And
my
that's
Time out,
saying a
entire
coach.
career.
lot
Now
now.
time, now
No,
time out,
oh
now time
yeah,
out.
yeah,
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 I'm
yeah.
going
Time
there
out,
with it.
JP.
Yeah, I'm
Time out,
going there.
JP. Time out,
I'm going
JP.
there.
I just spent a
It's
couple of years riding to work with you, a year or so living with you. Like I know you
yeah,
well. You do
yeah.
realize you got 6 guys in the league and had a guy by the name of Travis Hunter, but you want to sit here on TMI Live and tell me that this room,
That room has 4 to 5 guys with league potential
Mm.
in
So we
one
talking
room. In
DeAndre
one room.
Moore, Danny Scudero,
There you go.
Cam Perry,
Keep
Joseph
going.
Williams,
Keep going.
Quentin Gibson,
Keep going. Right.
Hakeem Williams.
Akeem Williams, that's injured
Come
but
on,
coming
man.
back. I mean, so you look at the talent that's been.
now here's the challenge. Talent gets you noticed. Consistency gets you on the field. Somebody has to separate because there ain't enough footballs for everybody. So another battle that's going to quietly be becoming one of the most important on this team is the center. Most fans don't spend much time talking about centers, but coaches do, quarterbacks do. The center identifies protections, communicates with the offensive line, sets the tempo. And with a young quarterback leading this football team, whoever wins that job becomes one of the most important voices in the huddle. That's a competition worth watching. So speaking of that offense, offensive coordinator Brendan Marion met with the media yesterday on day 3, and one thing stood out. He wasn't talking about trick plays. He wasn't talking about statistics. He talked about stacking good days, winning the line of scrimmage, building an offense that's physical before it's flashy. That's music to old Unc's ears. Because if you watch this team the last few years, one thing has been obvious. Colorado has had skilled talent. Now they're trying to become a team that can impose its will. That's a different conversation entirely. And here's why all of this matters. Everybody around the Big 12 is in camp right now talking about identity. Arizona State is trying to prove last year wasn't a fluke. Texas Tech believes it's ready to compete for the conference. Kansas State has a new head coach. Utah has a new era. Everywhere you look, programs are trying to answer the same question. Who are we? Colorado is behind. Colorado is right in the middle of that conversation. The difference? Everybody else is talking. Coach Prime is building. That's why I keep telling you, don't get caught up in one practice. Don't overreact to one interception. Don't crown somebody because they made one spectacular catch. Watch the process, because the process creates the product. We are now just 28 days away from Georgia Tech. 28. Think about that. In less than 1 month, there won't be any more camp reports, no more projections, no more wait until. It becomes real in 28 days. And Coach Prime isn't running from that. At Big 12 Media Day, he said something that stuck with me. It should have stuck with you too. He can't wait to get to Atlanta. He believes this football team is better. He believes this coaching staff is better. And he believes Colorado will be ready when the lights come on. Today, the shoulder pads stay on. Tomorrow, the shoulder pads stay on. Saturday, full pads. And that's when football starts looking and even sounding like football. That's when somebody earns a starting job. That's when somebody loses one. That's when the physicality changes everything. And somewhere over these next few practices, Coach Prime is going to find out exactly what he told the team earlier this week. We don't know who's starting. We don't know who we can trust. Camp, answer those questions. One rep at a time, one meeting at a time, one day at a time. And that's why we'll continue to be right here with you. Not just showing you the highlights, showing you the heartbeat of this football team. Because when the Buffs run out that tunnel in Atlanta on September 3rd, you'll know something many people won't. You'll know how they got there. I'm Uncle Neely. This has been The Morning Wood. I see you at practice. Let's get it.